All right, good morning, guys. Today it's Friday. You made it through the week. If you still got to work tomorrow, you only got one more day. Okay, so be happy either way that you made it to where you made it to. And let's just be happy that it's Friday. Now, what are we going to talk about today? I know I wasn't here yesterday, guys. I apologize for that, but wasn't feeling well at all. So I was trying to rest up for the call last night. However, today I want to talk about commitment. What is your commitment level to anything you do? All right. Here's the thing I want to be specific about. Okay. You cannot be committed 10%. You cannot be 50% committed. You cannot be 99% committed. Okay? You have to be 100% committed to something, whether it's an opportunity, your family, your home, your career, or whatever. Now, you can be 100% committed to more things. That is possible. So if you want to be 100% to your career, 100% to your upcoming business, yeah, you can do that. Trust me, it gets tough after a while. Sometimes you just got to take a break and relax. But you cannot be less than 100% committed. Otherwise, the people counting on you don't get what they need. The thing that you're committed to doesn't get brought full fruition or slowed down because of your lack of commitment. Okay? There is no such thing as I'm committed today, but tomorrow I'm not. Okay? I get it. We all have other things that we have in our lives. We have families, we have friends, we have jobs, we have homes, we have the honey-do list, whatever it is that you want to call it. But once you've given your commitment, you cannot back out of that. Okay? You can't back down and go, okay, today I only want to give 75%. Tomorrow I might do 30 because it's the weekend and, whatever. Guys, and I'm not saying this to brag, but for me, if you're giving 100%, you're giving the minimum. If you're giving 110%, you're moving forward in the right direction. Me, I have to give 200 and whatever to make sure that what I've promised and what I've committed to will succeed. Okay? I'm not saying everybody has to give the same commitment I give to the things that I'm involved in, but you have to commit. And once you commit wholeheartedly, you cannot back down. People depend on you to do things. People ask you for things that only you can do. And when you're doing those things, that commitment comes back in. You have to be able to do them properly. You have to do them to where the person who asked you doesn't feel the need to check you. Okay, now it's good if you check the work of your team, then that's fine. However, you need to know when I check this, I know it's going to be right. Okay? You have to give that 100% in everything you do. You have to give that 100% in the tasks that are given to you, the tasks that you brought on for yourself. You have to know when to jump in and do something that no one's asked you to do. Okay? So, literally, what I'm saying today is there is no such thing as a 90% commitment. And if that's the way the people around you feel, then you may want to renegotiate, I guess you could say, with that person or those people. For me, though, I don't jump in haphazardly. So when I give somebody that and they give me their commitment, I expect it to be fulfilled. I expect a minimum of 100%. I don't hear from you for 3 days. I don't get an answer to questions that I ask. I don't get things that I've asked for when I have to continuously ask for them. Then I get them and they're incorrect or they're not followed through. Okay? With you, whatever the thing is that you're in or the thing that you're committed to, I don't care if it's just your children. Not that they're important, but when you give your children the support and the care they need, you don't tell them, okay, you know what, I'm not going to support you, I'm only supporting you 50%. You won't do that. You support your child 100%. Well, that's how you're supposed to give with everything. So understand that if you've given a commitment and the people around you are not feeling as though you have done what you promised, that's because you weren't giving 100% minimum. Okay? At that point, it's time to look inside. Oh man, my allergies are going crazy. It's time to look inside and see, is it you? Is it that person or people expecting too much? Have you given 100%? And you have to be honest with yourself. Because if you haven't, you have to be able to say, you know what? I haven't. This person has asked me for things that I didn't produce. This person has asked me to do things and I didn't do them properly. I didn't follow all the way through. I didn't double check what I was doing. Okay? You have to look at yourself and be truly honest, because if you're not, then you're going to turn around and you're going to blame that other person. And I'm not saying it might not be their fault. What I'm saying is, if you were given a task to do and that task wasn't done or had to be done by someone else or whatever the case may be, you didn't produce 100% of your commitment. Okay? Here's the way you can avoid that. If you don't want to be involved 100%, then say that to those people and say, hey, I need to take a step back. But understand, at that point, you may be violating a trust. You may be violating something that they felt, that bond. So understand what you're doing before you do it. Think about it. But if you can look in there and truly, honestly say, you know what, I should have given more, then step up. Admit to it. Let those people who have counted on you know that, hey, I've been slacking. I get it. There's no excuses. Please don't give excuses. That just makes it worse. And just move forward and make sure that you stay committed. So, with that said, guys, today we're talking about commitment. Get that commitment in there. Boost it to 100% or more, or don't do it at all. Doing 90% commitment means somebody else has to be 10% more committed. Just imagine when you're only 10% and you dump the 90% on somebody else. You have to keep this in mind, guys. If you're not 100% committed, it's either zero or, like they say, all or nothing. There's not a 50% commitment. It doesn't work that way. You're going to succeed in life when you put in 100% minimum. So just know that, understand that, and live it in everything you do. You know, people ask me why I can get away with doing all this stuff. How do I get everything done? You know, all that good stuff. And not to brag, but it's because I commit. And I don't slack until my job is done. My commitment has to be fulfilled before my day ends. If it's a timed commitment and somebody needs something by 5 p.m., I'm there at 4:55 done. And I've corrected it. I've checked it. I made sure any mistakes were corrected. And I'm there. And if somebody says, hey, I caught a mistake, hey, let's get it fixed ASAP, right now. Let's do it. I'm not above making mistakes. But I'm also not above having to stop, take the time, and fix it. So, guys, from now on, what I want to see is 100% commitment on anything you do. Doesn't have to be with our company. Doesn't have to be with anything that we see as members of It's Only 5. Make it something that you see. You're the one that knows the truth, whether you've committed wholeheartedly or not. So keep that in mind. And until the next time, remember, today something great is going to happen to you. You know it because it was destined to be here at birth. You know you're supposed to live abundantly, and you know that you're supposed to be in a place that you love. If you're not, then you have to adjust your commitment. You have to stop blocking your blessings by blessing others. And as always, you have to be the change that you want to see. See you guys on the next video.